Good evening and salutations, my soap opera fans. So, question of the night. Has Lois overstayed her welcome on General Hospital? You know, I wasn't really too impressed when she first got on the show. I know a lot of people had this fanfare for her. Not gonna knock it, right? But she only did one thing right. And, I've heard from people to say, well, Lois is a mom for Brooklyn, so she hasn't overstayed her welcome. She's being a mom for Brooklyn. We're gonna sit there and talk about all the shows. General Hospital, Days of Our Lives, Born and Beautiful, Young and Restless. I was not a huge fan of General Hospital today. Um, every review was a challenge. Freddie's in the chat. How you doing tonight? Anjanetta's in the chat. How you doing tonight? Lashanta's in the chat. How you doing tonight? Blackmon is in the chat. How are you doing tonight? And Lashanta's in the chat. How you doing tonight? As you're coming in, make sure you do hit the like button. It really helps. Um, I'll say my I'll sit there and say my announcements a little bit 10 minutes into the stream. Get some music on there. Make sure my voice is good. Okay, we're good. Monique is in the chat. How you doing tonight? Monique says, why did Devon accept Abby to vote in his favor just because they were involved doesn't mean Abby would automatically side with him. Yes, you're talking about tomorrow's episode, which I've seen a large portion of it. I think I got to sit there and watch like the last 2 minutes, because you know how. Okay. Susan R is in the chat. Daisy is in the chat. How you doing tonight? At the bank is in the chat. How you doing tonight? And yeah, that was very foolhardish, and also it was kind of disrespectful to Abby. If we're gonna be honest, it was disrespectful to her. And she even said, she was like, yo, listen, my whole life people have been snitchy trying to force me to choose between the Abbotts and the Newmans. And now you put me in that same position. How messed up is that? So yes. And what is Sasha? Honestly, tell you, if I felt like that cast was already too damn bloated at this point. they just put in a new character, Giovanni. Okay. Not their word where Sasha's at. They already got too many damn people on the screen as it is. And Ed says, hey, and Lois needs a better storyline, like bringing back her company. As long as it has good drama, I'm with it. I'm gonna be honest. I had to. It's episodes like this on General Hospital that really challenges me. But I am up for the challenge. Man, was that an uphill battle, because this episode for me, for General Hospital, was not good. It wasn't good at all. It was just there. I felt like it was too sappy, too overly emotional. I did nothing for me. I was like, Lois was crying way too much. I couldn't deal with it. LaShanta says Audra can hang it up on going to Paris. Abby should have thought about that when she went on the board. Very true. Very true. Freddie says, I'm just listening tonight, but I'll still be sticking around. Hitting the like button though. Thank you, Freddie. I appreciate that. Also, if you're not a member, become a member. We have a great conversations on the weekends. I try to go live for members 3 times now, twice on Saturdays and once on Sundays. So you're definitely going to want to be a part of those conversations. Trust me, they're good. As says, the stage changing up the reason why Clyde killed. Yeah, I was wondering about that. I was like, so y'all just gonna just rewrite history like we don't, like we weren't there watching that? Now it's because of the pill problem. But at first it was about revenge for EJ, running his mouth, and the fact that, he just happened to run into Abby. Really is an uncle, that's true. Sorry, Ice Cream's in the chat. How you doing tonight? Hope all is well with you. Okay, service novice part 2. I am one person. There is 18 people in the chat. I'm going to miss some comments. So if I do, if I know I missed your comment, just rewrite it again. Okay? Meekob is in the chat. How are you doing tonight? Hope all is well. And it says also Clyde did say he was after Bell to hurt EJ. Exactly. He just ran. Exactly. He ran into Abby. Thank you, Ed. Very good memory. I'm doing pretty well, Cherry Ice Cream. I had the day off. And the night before, I didn't actually have to take anything to help me sleep. So it was good. I had a good couple of 8 hours of sleep. It's very beautiful. Yeah, thank you. I totally forgot about that. You're right. He didn't sit there and kill Abby just to kill Abby. Freddie says Albert can't read every comment I read. No. It's just, sometimes, Freddie, I know sometimes people will sit there and ask me a question, and I had 3 people ask me a question at one time, and it's just like, I can't get to all 3 of your comments at one time. So I just try to, because, I do like to read the comments and stuff like that, but sometimes people think I can read every comment, and that's where it just gets a little, I can't. I wish I could, but I can't. Um, but thank you, Freddie, for understanding that. I mean, I have my problems sleeping off and on. Also, for members, I'm putting out a video tonight. Some members are going to get the first chance to sit there and watch this video that I'm putting out. Freddie says you're only one person. Thank you. Seriously, Freddie, you have no idea how much I appreciate that. Seriously, I do. So that means more to me than you think. But yes, I'm putting out a video for members. I think that video is going to be out for like maybe 8 hours until the next. Well, I'll put it out until tomorrow. So be a whole 24 hours that members will get a chance to look at first before I put it out for everyone else. So as members, definitely check it out. Thank you, Mikab. I appreciate that. I appreciate that so much. Thank you. That means a lot to me. Thank you, Mikab. I love what I do, and I appreciate you saying that. Yeah, Lashante, he is kind of coming across as a bit control freak. Cherry Ice Cream Seeds has severe sleeping problems. Yeah, it gets hard sometimes though, Cherry Ice Cream, because a lot of times I don't like taking other things to help me sleep. Sometimes it can make me a little drowsy the next day, and it's like I'd rather just sleep naturally, but it's stressful. Thank you, Mikab. I appreciate you being here. I do. And I missed you. I haven't seen you in the chat much, so it's good to see you again. What's good, Darby? Autumn says, Albert, did you notice when Jason showed up to the wedding, Drew and Jason gave each other? Yes, they did. I'm thinking, Drew, what's your problem with Jason? Because Jason is a part of Q's too. Exactly. Like, yo, why are you giving him side eye for? Freddie says, you're good, Albert. Just keep doing your thing. Thank you. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. Thank you, Freddie. I have a lot of fun doing it. That's what makes it so easy. Even on my days where it's like I've been working a full day, I can come in here and just chill with my friends, really. But yeah, cherry ice cream. I don't like taking other things to help me sleep. I'd rather just go to sleep, especially when I have to wake up super early, you know. What's good, Darby? And thank you, Freddie. Make sure you do hit that like button because it really does help. Ed says Sloan needs to stop wasting her time with Leo. Leo really had the nerve to judge Sloan, but he's looking for payouts to stay quiet. Exactly. And he has the audacity to sit there and talk about, don't you feel guilty? Let's not say, I'm like, Leo, you are not the moral one in here. This moral superiority complex, bro, you don't have it. Okay, for all this love you sit there and talk about Jude and how you want her to be you want him to be back with his real mom. You have no problem taking a payout from EJ. So like come on. Oh come on, Lashata. Drew's a good person. Well, you know, Darby, sometimes the same old is actually a blessing. Sometimes the same old, as tiring as it may sound, can be a blessing. So, but yeah, for me, GH was actually the last in the running. The East was better, and that's. I don't know what Rafe is actually trying to get out of Ava. What's good, Dolometics? Yeah, unfortunately, Mika. Unfortunately. Which I'm just like, I mean, we know that they're gonna put Jordan with Drew. We know that they're gonna put her with Drew. Autumn says, "Hey, Steffi really needs to stay out of Sheila's face and stop poking a bear." Exactly. I feel like Steffi should just go and give Finn a divorce because we all know Finn wants something to do. Exactly. Rashad, this is Albert Jason saved his exactly, and that's actually very true. Very good point, Lashanta. Drew is being very greedy as f. I'm doing good, Dolomedics. I hope you're too. By the way, I saw X-Men '97. I was that episode definitely was good. It was good. Darby says, are we getting sentimental in our old age? No, but I mean, I guess in a way. Listen, there's so much bad stuff that goes in the world that goes on with each other that sometimes I would rather just take same mode as opposed to things getting worse. Being bored or having a boring life isn't exactly the worst thing to have. It's really not. Because I've been in rougher um, predicaments, I'll sit there and say. Amazing, gorgeous queen cat ladies in the chat. How are you doing? What's good, Sean? And yeah, Portia was on point. Oh, I gotta sneeze. Oh, oh, Jesus. Okay. Domex says was fantastic. The whole yes. Domex, I really feel like people probably feel like X-Men is probably their favorite it's probably like the best series on Disney Plus right now. Thank you, Freddie. Thank you. I appreciate that. It was good. It was good. I can't wait for season two. And yes, Domex, yeah, we still thank you, Mika. Thank you. I appreciate that. I don't know, it just made me sneeze. But yes, Domex, we definitely got to sit there and do that collab. Me, you, and Jonathan. Susan said Drew is jealous. Jason looked forward to seeing more scenes. Jason and Drew makes Jason makes Drew looks like a weirdo. Okay. Yeah, yeah, they're gonna put those two together. Murray says, "Well, cut it out. You're young. Get over it." Well, thank you, Darby. I do appreciate that. Um, not to get all religious or anything like that, but I forgot how Charlemagne actually said it. But we don't appreciate your blessings. God has a way of taking them away. So Just saying. Um, so Max says the crazy thing is season two is basically done. They are working on. Damn. And you know they're gonna get that green light. You know they're gonna get that green light. They're gonna get that green light. Oddly, I just thought about this just right now. Well, I want to see how far they're into see Doctor Who because it's on Disney Plus. And I'm like, I don't know if I want to watch it or not, but maybe. I don't know. I'll see how far they got into the new season of Doctor Who. Never been a fan, but as a guest, yeah, oh yeah, I just read that. Queen Becky D, bless you, Albert. Happy Wednesday. Happy Wednesday. Happy Wednesday to you too, Becky D. It's good to see you. Mikov says GH may be going the Drew and Jordan route to ruffle Curtis' feathers. It better not rustle his feathers. Yogi says, leave it to me, Albert. I'll smack you if you feel melancholy or emotional. Well, Darby, I will accept that. I will accept that. So Darby, you're just gonna slap me around and call me Susie now? Is that it? You just gonna slap me around and call me Susie? Sean said wasn't impressed with that Geo character. Yeah, they got too many people on the show, and they don't even like give Trina a storyline. Yeah, you just gonna just throw in this new guy. Dominic says I kind of like the new Doctor Who, at least like the new Doctor Who Christmas special. Yeah, I'm thinking about watching it. Jonathan, we were just talking about you, somewhat, or I was just talking about you. We have to get ready. We have to get ready to do that collab. Me, you, and Dolometics. But yeah, it keeps popping up on my Disney Plus, so I'm just like, yo, I'm gonna watch it. Ronnie Ron is in the chat. My jester. Cutley says Albert did a live today. I'm trying to learn how not to get knocked off, but if I wait, it comes back on. Get knocked off? What do you mean? Like it just keeps cutting out on you? Darby says, "What is with you and the name Susie?" The same thing with me, Smith is saying that you should be putting on a dress for comedy, Darby. The same um for comedy. Autumn says, Albert, do you think Ridge should find out what Zene did with Luna? Because as soon as he gets walked into the office with Brooke, yeah. Well, here's the thing, Autumn. I feel like he's going to handle very piss poor, and it's going to kind of piss me off. But yes, he should now. So they say, yeah, cutting off then coming back on. Hmm. Cat lady, it may have something to do with your Wi-Fi. It may have something to do with your Wi-Fi. So yeah. And I always, Cat lady, I always miss when you come on. You got to sit there and text me when you come on. Becky says, I bet 100% people who don't appreciate what they have find out the hard way what they had. Can't wait to. Yes, I'm thinking about watching it. And yeah, Sean, Sean, I've been sitting there saying that Trina should be the actress should be on the gates for a long time, and I'm gonna keep saying that until it happens. Darby says, I don't find it funny. uh, Johnson says Sloan clearly has no remorse. Her desperado self keep justifying what she did. Yeah, but to be fair, Jonathan, even Leo was out of pocket with his whole, you know, you should feel sad, you should feel remorse. You don't. I mean, you do until you see money in front of your face. W says maybe you should wear a kilt or a skirt. Darby, if it's for comedic purposes, then yes. For a comedic purpose, listen, if Martin Lawrence and Tyler Perry can do it, then, Kyrie's Clark. Yes, Lois long overstayed her welcome. I didn't watch Cheers because of her today. I had a busy day at work and I had dinner right afterwards. Can't watch Lois on a damn. Darby says I don't have the legs to wear a dress. Okay, well then shave your legs then. What's the problem? what's the problem? Gemini, what's good? Ron says, what's your take on Rafe accusing Ava and Stefan of cheating? Um, it was kind of out of pocket. And also his theory about Gil unaliving Lee and made a mistake picking up. I think, honestly, to tell you the truth, Ron, I agree with his theory. I agree with his theory. I thought the whole cheating thing was a little out of pocket, but I did also think it was stupid that Ava's not working at the bistro. Why am I going to sit there and work, slinging tables and when I could be a boss at a company? Domex says I feel bad for Tatiana. She's getting the bad side of being part of a super couple. Yes, Dolometics. That's the same thing that wound up happening with Sam and Jason. That's the same thing that wound up happening with Sam and Jason. They didn't give Sam a story, and they just put her just like, come on, seriously? Darby says, then Abba Marie's Bostic should wear a dress. Wow. My dude used pretty much my full effing government name. Most people don't actually know my middle name. I'm kind of impressed. Darby, a lot more clever than I give you credit. Yeah, Ed, I was too. I think that was actually probably my favorite part of this whole episode. Literally, it was my favorite part. Johnson says, and when Rafe pressed the evidence that could clear Gabby, all he said was, "Nope, I won't." Yeah, which honestly, tell you the truth, Jonathan, no one should have been surprised by that. No one should have been surprised by that. How you doing tonight, Amber? Yes, it is. Yes, it is, Jonathan. Same name as Maurice Bernard. But I don't use that name too much. So the fact that Darby actually remembered that is pretty impressive. Why does Gabby belong in jail, Kyrie's? Lashanta says everyone built up Sprina now. She doesn't have a story without him. Exactly. Exactly, Darby. I mean, exactly, Freddie. I was like, whoa. I was like, he pulled out the full gun name. Johnson says we have this Maurice B, and now we have Maurice B on G. Yep. That is correct, though. As says Rafe going over EJ's head to Paulina. Terry says because Gabby's evil to her core, a menace to society, and a deadbeat mother. Harris, are you going to be at are you going to be at you going to be going 100% tonight like you did yesterday in your live stream tonight? You're doing a live stream, right? And Curry's, that comment is for you. By my gesture of Darby says I got fat legs. Well, make it work, Darby. Somebody will sit there and like your legs. Darby, like I said, if Tyler Perry and Martin Lawrence can do it, you don't have an excuse. Gemini says, while Jason and Drew was an uncomfortable moment, if Monica was there at the wedding, maybe it would have been different. Yeah, that's true. Oh, god damn it. Drew's, Johnson says Drew clearly has resentment towards, Jason. Yeah. And Dolomedics, and I think that comes for you, Kyrie's. Uh, Dolomedics says Gabby is a good mom, good woman. Gabby Hernandez is a pillar of society. Okay, I can tell that's trouble right there. Um, do not leave the chat. I'm still going to be in it but for some odd reason, my goddamn laptop seems to need to update. So don't go anywhere. Hang on in the chat. I'm still going to be in the chat. God damn it, this is so annoying. Yeah, I guess so now, because it's not like it's going to give me a damn option. Don't leave, everyone. Okay, let's see if this is actually working. Okay, I guess I'm working. Yep, I am back. That was annoying. Thank you for everyone waiting. That was kind of annoying. It's one of those things where it's like if it doesn't update, it's just going to wind up draining the battery, and it's just going to be super annoying. Like no tomorrow, I'm still trying not to curse. Thank you, Blackman. Thank you. All right, here's my music. I was like, where the hell is? Hey, this computer is just going to be something else tonight. Yeah, no, it's just so weird. But glad that's over. Um, very inconvenient time to do it too. The hell is Ashley going to sit there and say? Yes, has Lois overstayed her welcome? But yes, no, Jess, it is actually very good to see you. Darby actually called me out by my whole government name for some odd reason. Freddie says I would never feel like you have to rush. I'm just glad you're back and the problem is solved. Thank you, Freddie. Thank you. No, it was just annoying. And it's like it's not like I could sit there and like push it later on. It's still gonna just be there and it's just gonna be there the whole time draining the battery. So it's like let's just do this now, get it out the way. Then it won't ask me for like a whole hopefully another 3 months. But thank you for your patience, Tom. But yeah, Darby called me out by my whole government name. I was actually impressed that he knew my middle name. He also wants to slap me around and call me Suji for some odd reason. I don't know what that's about. Johnson says for EJ, convenience is more important to him than proper justice. Yeah, you know, I was to tell you, you know what it is, Jonathan? He doesn't want another L. He doesn't want another L. He already took the L with Tate. Okay, he's taken L's with um Nicole's teenage daughter, and to know that he got it wrong. Becky says Lois has been here a while, but I think she needs to be here for Brooklyn's wedding. Well, yeah, I'm just saying. After that, Becky, then she she could probably go back to Bensonhurst or Benstar, whatever the hell she was from. That's a good question, Jerry Ray Screen. Well, that's good, Carice. And I'm leave it at that. Daisy says yes. I believe she has. They have characters that can focus on. They can have college stories and more hospital stories. Freddie says, advice for you, Albert, don't say your birthday or social security out loud either. You got to be, well, yes, of course. Well, yeah, absolutely. Except for when it's actually my birthday. But yeah, I definitely would not be snipped to say my social security. Just says, I didn't think anyone looked good at that wedding. And I can't stand Drew. Okay. LaShanta says, I saw a clip where Sunny rocked Claudia at her party. What do you mean rocked her at her party? Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't sit there and say deadbeat. I would sit there and say absentee, but yeah, sure. This is loud. Dewan is in the chat. How you doing tonight? Tracy Steves is in the chat. How you doing tonight? Lisa said, "Did you see Michael's face when Patty asked him to dance?" I was like, who the hell is Patty, and why is he running away from her? So I should tell you, I was like, Patty, you do realize that he is married, right? Melly Mel, my heart queen, how you doing tonight? I'm glad to hear that, Tracy. Just as I don't know what was going on with Sam's hair, and Christina looked a hot mess. Jess, did you enjoy this episode? Did you enjoy this episode of General Hospital? I started to watch most of the episode of tomorrow's episode of Y&R. Harry says now he needs to rewrite his will. He gave that Chip Carly hotel bag now. Give his kids the rest of it inheritance instead of giving Carly 50%. Yeah, I always thought that that was out of pocket. It was good, Justin. Big wedding crash on Jesus' wake. Someone is going to die. Oh, I was laughing it up. Yeah, Jess, I didn't like this episode either. It was, it was a strong. Yes, it was a hard episode to review. Because I had to sit there and try to not be as negative as possible, and that was harsh. That was hard. LaShawn, Lois has not overstayed her welcome. So LaShawn says Lois hasn't said. Lois says that LaShawn says that Lois has not overstayed her welcome. Okay. Yeah, exactly, Jonathan. And that's what I said. Like that was probably the best part. But this, I mean, yeah, it wasn't good. Just says Chase didn't trim his beard. He didn't do. Yeah, but I mean, Jess, what if Brooklyn? But what if Brooklyn likes the beard though? What if Brooklyn likes the whip? What if Brooklyn likes the beard? I'm just saying. They're supposed to be sitting there looking at the bride anyway. Gemini says, I thought it was a garden party, not a wedding. Mel says, I got good news for all the Deacon and Sheila fans that is confirmed on the wedding. Oh, they actually are going to go through with this wedding. Okay. Oh, Lisa, bless your heart. I'm glad somebody liked this episode. Just says, Eloy, he didn't need to shave, but it needed some fixing. Okay. All right. I'll take that. You are, you know, you're, well, you can see that better than I can. I'll say that much. Tracy says, have a relationship. And LaShawn says, stop hating on Lois. I'm not hating on Lois. I'm just asking the question, did she overstay her welcome? And LaShanta and LaShawn both disagree. Uh, oh, cat lady, you're amazing. Nope, we need Lois and more characters, please. That's right. Because just sit there and tell people in the chat, cat lady loves to have more characters on General Hospital. She loves more characters. The more characters, the merrier. That's how cat lady rolls. Seriously, Tracy. Well, Jess disagrees, but yes. Jess says I thought Brooklyn cousin was Cameron. They look alike. I didn't notice that, but to be fair, I'm just like, but yes, Cat Lady loves to have more characters on this episode on General Hospital. That's always been a staple for her. Freddie says, "Look on your face, Albert, when you were so not into this episode on Jake, and I'm glad you still got." Yeah, it was a rough one. But here's the thing, Freddie. I always look at that like it's a challenge. You know, as long as I know I'm not going to be too negative. Um, hold on. Kyrie says Lashonda thinks Aubrey's being too harsh. Wait until tonight. Wait until I get through with Lois tonight. I'm gonna come at Lois extra hard now. Ooh, damn. Oh, Kyrie, you're still lovable. But yeah, to be fair, if you thought I'm going harsh on Lois, I ain't got none on my boy Kyrie. Big Nate was good. Tracy says, sorry, I was asking how long do you think the marriage will last? Oh, between Chase and Brooklyn. Hmm. Yeah, a good question. I don't usually think about them that much, so that's a damn good question. Uh, Nate, General Hospital was the only disappointment today. Darby says they need more young adults on this show, Albert. I mean, that's fine. They just have to sit there and shovel out some of the other people. That's the thing. You want to sit there and bring in more young adults, shovel out some of the other people. Because you got a little bit too many people in the show. And I know the gorgeous cat lady will sit there and disagree with me adamantly, but still. Oh, Little Bell. I got that nickname from Kyrie's. Well, yeah, Darby, everyone knew that. I'm not gonna lie, that was so uncomfortable to watch. That was so uncomfortable to watch. And I was already looking at my phone throughout most of this episode. That was so uncomfortable to watch. It was like watching a car accident in slow motion and having a doctor there being like, Liv's like, do you think we should sit there and step in? Okay, Gary, that's kind of dark. Johnson says, and Sonny still won't give Michael the time of day. He walked right past him like he was, and that was supposed to be the golden child. Remember, Jonathan? That was the golden child. Yep, Ed. Unfortunately, no love interest for Tracy. Freddie says Albert's here for the drama on GH after the nuptials. Yes, Freddie, you know me so well. And Lashanta says, Kyrie's, I ain't scared. I can't wait. I'll talk about Ava and Nina. Well, to be fair, I don't think he's going to care about Nina. But if you talk about Ava, that's something entirely different. Mel says, my intuition is that Abby knew what Cloud was up to, and that's why he killed her. Yeah, I mean, I get that, but they also are just they're also, you know, also changing history around. Ron says, Albert, what's your take on Desperado telling Leo that Jude is never going back? I think that's, honestly, to tell you the truth, I think it's just stupid at this point. If I'm going to be honest, because she's so desperate to sit there and keep Eric. She's so desperate at this point. It's like it's just kind of annoying. Oh, and we have another new person, Tanya. Tanya says, I noticed there was an edit error in today's episode of General Hospital with the first two scenes with Sam being inside and outside of church. Hmm, I didn't notice that. Well, everyone, let's everyone give Tanya a warm welcome. And thank you, Freddie. Yes, make sure you hit that like button. Let's give Tanya a warm welcome. Carrie says, how dare you have a lack of respect today, Aubrey. You didn't review the Young and the Restless, even though you knew that. It's actually funny. Carrie, I thought about reviewing it. I thought about reviewing it, but not for Tracy Abbott. I mean, Carrie, you know how I feel about Tracy Abbott, okay? And if you don't, let me remind you. In my eyes, she's a background character, okay? I don't hate the character. I don't care about the character. like, um, but it actually was a good episode, though. And I wanted to review it because I really want to sit there and rake Devon through the coals. Thank you, Darby. Make sure you do hit that like button. And it says Eric Sloan trophy husband. Yeah. Jess, it actually is a little kind of weird, but to be fair, they work together a lot on their podcast. So it's like if they don't see each other in a hot minute, it's cool. Um, they see each other too much normally on a daily drama. Harry says, "You're gonna respect Tracy Abbott. You know she's beautiful. She was, bro." See, when you start sitting there saying things like that, it's very hard for me to take some of the stuff you say seriously. And I'm not even gonna pull a Brock TV. I'm going to love more with the wedding with Constantine. You're gonna love the wedding with Constantine and Maggie. Okay. Thank you, Becky D. Thank you. Make sure you do hit that like button. It really does actually help. Thank you, thank you, thank you. But I did like the scene between Jason and Spinelli meeting for the first time. Um, I'll say that that was good. Darby says Eric Brady don't earn enough to be a trophy. Darby, we know um why he's actually a trophy husband. Ron says, "Albert, do you agree with Leo telling Sloan, how dare you sleep at night?" No, because Ron, he sleeps he can't sit there and talk about guilt when he does the same thing. Like, honestly, tell you the truth, Leo is no better. So he shouldn't be guilt tripping anyone. LaShanta says, I didn't catch when Ava told Nina she stole Avery. Yeah, she did. She actually said that, yeah. It was low. She did sit there and say pretty low, LaShanta. Kyrie says, I hit the like button the second Albert acknowledges Trey. Oh, I guess I won't be getting that like button for I guess I won't be getting that like for a long time then. And Tanya, how are you doing tonight? Well, we got another Tanya. It's good to see you again. Darby, you know why he's a trophy husband. Calais said that's one hug for a limit. Yeah, he was like, bro. Like, bro, calm down. About what Joe's intentions. Yeah, but honestly, to tell you the truth, Devon was so out of pocket asking Tucker for help. Because I'm like, how many times did you sit there and push Tucker away, had an attitude, and had your girlfriend throw an attitude, but yet you want to sit there and be up in his face, and then we don't get the exact way you want to help, you're willing to walk away? Like, yo, get the F up out of here. Yes, it's good to see you again now. So yeah, Tanya walking back. Freddie saw but Jason's not a hugger. He was like smelly. Yeah, no, it was funny. It was funny, but it was also good though. It was also good to sit there and see those two together. It was so awkward when Drew found out at the time when he thought he was Jason and he thought he was Drew, and he had that awkward conversation with Spinelli. Lisa says, "Too bad Tucker's not able to help Devon." Well, I think he's gonna wind up changing his mind now. What's good, Jay Blue? Lashanta says, "I remember Devon wouldn't speak to Tucker." Exactly, but yeah, he's gonna sit there and get off in his face talking about, "Hey, I need your help with the whole Billy situation." Because even Audra was like, "Yo, listen, you didn't want to give him the time of day before, but now you want to sit there and like, yo, get that." I should tell you the truth, I was with Audra 100%. LaShawn said the look on Phyllis' face. Danny told her that him and Crooked are going on tour. Yeah, she's doing a little bit too much. She. I can't with Phyllis. I really can't. Like this level of childish teenager BS. Like, bro, you're a grown ass. You're a grandmother. Like, what are you doing? Yeah, it was. Oh yeah, Ron, you were in the chat, so you remember what Brock said. Um, yeah, I just like I said, I don't really care about Tracy Abbott to be honest. I don't. I mean, I like the angle that Kyrie's goes for. He picks characters that people don't generally talk about, and I think that's a cool, um, different take on it. Crystal says Ava forgave Nina for Avery until she wanted Nina's husband. Then all bets were off. Why does it have to be about a man? Well, that's the same thing with men when it comes towards women. Right, people, I'll be here all week. Just saying. Yeah, Lisa, Carly wasn't there either because somebody said, what was Sasha at? I'm like, yes, make sure you do hit that like button. LaShawn says, OMG, that washed up rock star is not gone yet and take Carilla with him. Yeah, Danny's another person I give two shits about. Mel says, I made it crystal clear that I can't wait for Maggie to get. Well, yes, you and this whole chat that watches Days of Our Lives, we're all looking forward towards that. Ron says, all right, what do you think about Nicole giving Chad the diary? Um, I think it's stupid that they're reviving history. You know, he only killed Abby because she just happened to be there at the wrong place in the wrong time. And everything about that scene scream, I don't want to do this, but I don't want to go to jail. Now they changed it around to, oh, he killed her because she knew about the pill problem that she was working on. It's BS. As says, I see Thomas wants to follow in Abigail's footsteps, and yep, see, this is exactly the reason. I suggest you, Kyrie. Exactly why you know what? I'm gonna use kid gloves on you tonight. Never mind. I'm just gonna use kid gloves. That's what I said. That's exactly what I said, Jay Blue. I'm like, you have a doctor and a nurse, and probably some other doctors and nurses there, but they're just sitting there looking at the situation like, so should we step in? Or even Tracy, I'm just like, you're literally his understudy for that exact reason. For that exact reason. And yet they're just kind of standing there looking like, well, yeah, of course. No, I mean, Rachel mother is Kristen. So Jay Blue says Tracy was supposed to step into exactly. Ron, I think that might have something to do with the kids, the real life, the actor's schedule. So not so much as like, you know, the story might just be the actor's schedule. I do too, Cat Lady. See, I can't take you seriously when you say things like that. I'm sorry. I was trying to use the kick gloves tonight, but I can't. Like, I'm sorry, bro. Darby says, Albert, please tell Tracy to move to the side because she's blocked my view of Audrey Charles. Yeah, and that is a crime. That is always a crime. That chick look good. I do think she's being a little irrational though. Um, well, Lashanta, there's times we do like the bad girls. It's one of our fatal flaws. Hmm. Well, unfortunately, Mel, I can't even sit there and say it'll be that interesting because I don't really care too much about Tate and Holly. So, Perry says, if Audra's so good, why is she settling to be Tucker's second choice? Yeah, that's where I was like, I can't take you seriously when you start talking, when you start trying to compare Tracy Abbott to Audra Charles. I just, I can't. But you do you, bro. Ed says Holly can tell Tate to find someone else less complicated, but she won't apologize to her mother. Yes, exactly. I mean, she said, and she, honestly, tell you the truth, as she should apologize to what you call it. Oh, what's good, Tori? Let's everyone say what's up to Tori. New person in the chat. Let's give them a warm welcome. Um, yeah, I doubt that carries, but okay. And have a good night, Jay Blue. Ed, he should. Honestly, tell you the truth, he's a lot mean and nasty to other people. We had no problem throwing Tate in jail, but yeah, he's gonna sit there and take crap from Holly Jonas. Get the F out of here. Ron says, "I bet if Alex and Kristen pull a fast wedding, then Alex has Rachel's stepdad. Yeah, Brady, again, Brady is already just doing some stupidness. Oh, damn it. I knew I forgot to do something. Yes, let's welcome them to the chat. That's awesome. Yeah, LaShawn, it took long enough. I'm going to be honest. If well, yeah, it wouldn't have been okay for Constantine to off Maggie. It would have been totally okay for him to sit there and fleecing her. First, said why Devon didn't go to Victor for help. That's a good question. He seems like he's more closer to Victor than he is with Tucker, which is just odd in itself. But here we are, and that's a really good question. Mm-hmm. That's a good question. Carrie says Audra is hotter than Tracy now that Tracy was in her prime. There's no shame in that. Tracy still beautiful. Audra is just a rare breed of sexy. Yeah, that's true. Ugh. No, says I'll be my intuition was that Teresa's going to end up pregnant by Alex because there was a hint on Tuesday that Teresa mentioned children to Alex, but he said, "I'm not ready to be a father." Yeah, that's. Pay attention to the writing. Very good point. Well, Lashanta says Devon needs to check his ego. Well, he needs to stop being a hypocrite. Carrie says Jessica looks better than Audra, though, and I stand by that 10 toes down. Well, to be fair, they're both 10, so it's like a 10 is not going to look better than another 10. They're just going to be a 10. That, That math don't make sense, Kyrie. I'm sorry. As said, EJ will put EJ put Will and put Holly in his place back when the original actor had the role and Sammy the love of his life. So I don't get why Holly gets a pass. That's a damn good question. And it just annoys me. But you know what? Honestly, tell you the truth, the actress that plays Nicole is leaving, so it's like, whatever. Not yet, Duan. Freddie says, Albert, I'm surprised Lois didn't do a rehash and dinner for Brooklyn and Chase before the actual wedding ceremony. The wedding is still beautiful. I guess I'll take your word for it. Yeah, nothing works for me, but so we just pulling numbers out of our asses at this point, Kyrie's. Okay, you know what, Kyrie's, if you see it that way, and I'm not reading that last part, but if you see it that way, okay. Like I said, a 10 is a 10. Kyrie says Victor got Jordan locked up in the cage. Yep, that's very true. Still got it locked up in the cage. Alyssa J, how are you doing tonight? I hope you had a good day. Okay, we're still trolling tonight. Okay. Just remember the same energy when we do another what you call it? Another collab with Rock TV. I'm glad to hear that, Alyssa. I'm very glad to hear that. And Ron says, how was your day? Cat Lady says, put all that hype for that dress Brooklyn had on. Well, Cat Lady, it didn't look good. Really didn't look good already. Johnson says, does Deacon actually believe Steffi will accept Sheila one day? Yeah, he is another Delulu person. He's another Delulu person. But see, my whole thing is like Steffi keeps playing with fire. She keeps playing with fire, and I'm like, yo, when her ass get burnt, um, when her ass get burnt, it's gonna be a wrap. Harry says I will, and then someone will make sure he knows how sexy I think Deanna is. And you stay doing, like LaShanta said, you be doing too much sometimes. Douglas says because everyone involved has some connection to Victor, and you never know Victor might take it as a sign of weakness and stage a takeover. Oh, okay. And just that comments for you. Well, I mean, the budget has been going down on these shows for a long time. So, I mean, exactly, Freddie. Johnson says, I still don't think Sheila's storyline about her grandmother. Yeah, I don't think so either. Crystal says, Crystal says, for all men fall over a woman too, but Ava only had one friend her age, and she screwed that over a man, and it look that's true, Crystal. Alyssa says Ava is a hypocrite because she wanted to talk about predators to rape, but she's a predator herself. That's very true. That's very true. And that's actually very true, Crystal. Yeah, Jess, there's no way when she was talking about, I love Steffi and I want to help Steffi. My ass, you want to help her. Okay. This woman, once again, Steffi walked up in her apartment. and said, "Stay away from Finn, or else you're gonna have to deal with me." Now, the last time she did that stupid ish, she thought that Sheila tried to kill her, but she clearly didn't learn her lesson. Though. Ron says, "I'm going to be disappointed. I'm going to disappoint people in the chat, but I'm saying as it is. But Sheila needs to file a restraining order against the Foresters coming to the restaurant. Look how Steffi just walked in." Yeah, that's exactly what I said. Alyssa says, "Remember how Trip was convinced and Ava is the reason?" Oh, yeah, that's true. Conceived, yes. Lashanta says, "Let my girl be great." Who's your girl? Exactly, Alyssa. And my whole thing is like, once again, why do you keep poking the bear? Why do you keep poking the bear? Like, honestly, to tell you the truth, Steffi is on some real entitlement ish. No, says Albert, there has been talked about kind of Floyd as Chance is coming off contract, but it's just recurring and has been, yeah, is exiting. Oh, that's not good. Honestly, to tell you the truth, now I've heard that for a while too. I don't know how true that is, but I heard it for a while now. I guess we'll just have to wait and see. And Alyssa, I get where Steffi's coming from, but she's doing too effing much though. You know, Duan said Brock TV put Kyrie's Clark on. Uh, and Kyrie says Deanna looks better than Natalia, Nicole, Poppy, and Brooklyn Quartermain and Lois by far. Well, first of all, thank you, Kyrie. Um, Natalia was Natalia was looking. That chick is a 10. I don't give a damn what anyone says. Natalia is an effing 10. Holy sh. But we are reading this shit, right? You know what? F that. I'm going to pin that comment. No, 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 no. I want that comment to go up. I still think that people should be a member. Um, Carrie says, "Is what world is Natalia a 10?" In my world, Natalia's a 10. Hold on. No, I want to pin that comment. Becky D says, who is oh, how come it won't let me actually okay. Well, when that goes away, I'm gonna sit there and pin. I want to pin that comment. Ugh, okay, I don't want to hear my own voice. Jesus Christ. I like a happier song than what the hell I was listening to. Okay, F it. I guess we'll just sit there and go with the depressing song I was listening to all the whole time. Thank you. Well, Ron, he's just joking. Ron, he's Kyrie's just joking about that. But this dude said Deanna looks better than Natalia, bro. First of all, thank you again. But as I said, Blaze mom did look good and had a better dress than Brooklyn. Honestly, to tell you the truth, I don't even think it matters what Brooklyn's are wearing. Natalia is going to look better. Danny R was good. Curry's. Oh, yeah, I just read that. Curry said, "I think Finn is going to leave Steffi for Hope." Yep, that's exactly how it's going to play out. Sorry. That's exactly how it's going to play out. Kyrie says Deanna looks better than Nina Reeves too. Alright, bro. you just wilding out tonight, huh? Freddie says I love weddings, especially when there is a good food, then champagne. Well, I mean, I love weddings also. Um, I don't love watching weddings on the soap operas, but here's the thing though, Jess. Yeah, you said that her dress looks nice. She's rich. Her dress should look better than just nice, if we're gonna be honest. Um, Mel says Albert, the one I know that are recurring is Cole, Tessa, and Ashley, and there are plenty more. I mean, that's true. But that's the thing though. Like, yeah, it looked nice, but I mean, come on, we're the Quartermains. We shouldn't be just going for nice. We should be going for whoa, this is amazing. This is you know, Rhonda just gonna be mad and pout. And Kyrie says, "You see, George agrees with me. He's being extra quiet." Kyrie's George is usually quiet. Okay, George usually just kind of he says some stuff and he kind of just hangs on in the back for a little bit, just going along for the ride. I also tell you, Chief Kyrie, I don't think any person in this chat agrees with you about where's that comment at. I want to pin that. Well, let me pin it. God damn it, Kyrie, can you write that comment again? I need you to write that comment again. I want to pin it this time. Can you write that comment again? I want to pin it. I need to get. I need you to do it again. That's good, man. I wasn't a huge fan of the first one, but I'll watch the second one now. Freddie says I thought Brooklyn looked gorgeous. It's kind of a strong, but okay. Deluxe, did you see the look that Dante gave Sonny when he saw Natalia? He gave that look like, damn, Pops, that's what you do. I love it. I love it. Let me pin that comment until Karish rewrites the other comment. Jesus Christ. Why is this taking so long? There we go. Derby said, I don't know, Albert. Gregory has a mouth on him when he's mad about something. Apparently, I mean, George. Apparently, George. Apparently, Blackmon has this wild side that I never get to see. But Kyrie's gets to see, and I'm trying not to be jealous about that. Freddie, I am a party pooper. That's right, I'm a party pooper, and I'm also. There we go. There we go. That's the one I want to sit there and see. There we go. That's the money shot right there. That shit is going to be pinned for the rest of this stream. Mel says, I got good news that Speak No Evil horror movie is coming. Oh, I could watch. Okay, good. Thank you, Mel. See No Evil horror movie. Okay, I will watch the trailer tonight then. I'll actually watch it after the stream. Oh, yeah, no, I'm just, I just like it there. Yeah, Jess. Yep, that's what he said. That's what he said, Jess. Jess says you would think Cody and Sasha would be at the wedding. Well, yeah, but That's what tomorrow, though. Honestly, tell you the truth, Jess, they already had too many damn people at the wedding the first time. Oh no, no, Kyrie's meant every word. There we go. There we go. Freddie says, "I knew it, Albert. Other than that, I'm just having a great time." I appreciate that. Actually, tell you the truth, I'm glad you are. Why won't you say to these people that they're actual? Oh, I do, Ron. I start off by being nice, and then when they don't listen, then I decide to be cruel and call them names, and I curse them out. Yeah. Where's that comment? I wanna read out. I wanna sit there and read out that comment again. Yeah, I guess my phone just decided to freeze on me. That's fucking awesome. No, 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 no. Sorry. Harry says you curse who at? Oh, the people that be acting like nut jobs towards the actors. Harry's. Damn, that's 2 years away, man. Damn, that's a long time. Darby says Italians is 700. Yeah, that woman is a 10, B. Must be out your damn mind. That woman's a 10. Yeah, Danny, I did. Yeah, I followed you today. Harry's literally wrote Deanna looks better than Natalia, Blaze, Christina, Nicole, Brooklyn, and Lois. My goodness. Oof. Guys, you are something else. I'll say that much. Yeah, anything better than what the hell? Just thank you. Oof. You know what? I'm not even gonna say anything to that. He is. I said the same thing, Jazz. I was like, you got a doctor and a nurse there, and they're just like, and Tracy was supposed to step in for this very moment. Just keep in mind, she was supposed to step in for this moment. And in the next episode, they're like, is that okay? Oh. Mel says I got good news that the company thrill horror movie is coming in January. Company thrill horror movie. That's what it's called. Oh, Companion. Thank you, Freddie. Yes, make sure you do hit that like button. Well, yeah, Darby. I mean, yeah, we can't. I mean, if we measure personalities, that can always go up and down. But looks, for the most part, it looks like it's going to be interesting, Jonathan. Curry says, now I'll admit Audra looks better than Deanna. That is an undisputed fact. Kyrie's that whole sentence that I just pinned up there is the hell was that about? Oh yeah, you were just trolling. Never mind. Oh yeah, exactly. But you know how to listen. Never mind. I'm gonna leave that part alone. Just says right. I expected Tracy to get up and do something. I expected the nurse and the doctor to do something. They just kind of just stood. Jess, it was so uncomfortable to watch. It's like watching a very bad car accident with the paramedics just kind of just standing on the side, like maybe we should do something. Looked pretty bad. Yeah, there's a lot of blood there. Yeah, they'll figure it out. LaShawn says Finn and Hope have no chemistry. Yeah, when does it actually stop? a pairing. You know, Kyrie's, you always sit there and talk about my rating system. Yeah. Remember you used to do that? You used to sit there and say my rating system made no sense. Yeah, good times, right, buddy? LC says, no, Lois haven't overstayed her welcome. It's good to see you again, LC. It's been a hot minute. It's good to see you. How you been? Yeah, he used to sit there and say, oh, Albert needs glasses. Oh, what did Carrie say? Carrie said those two are too old to be acting like kids. Carrie says your race system doesn't make sense. You tried to say Diane's a 10. But your system makes more sense though, right, Kyrie's? Is this the part where you sit there and say your system makes more sense than my system? Come on, I want to hear that. I want to hear that answer. Don't keep me in suspense. My dude, I literally just labeled that at the. I literally just put that at the top for a reason. But your system makes sense. Your system makes more sense than my system, though, right, Kyrie's? LaShawn, this is Albert. Did you hear your girl lie like she changed? She just dig that car. Yeah, she did. Kyrie says my system does make way more sense than your system. Okay. All right. Okay. That's what I'm gonna say about that. Eagle fan was good. Did you? Yes, I did. Yes, I did. Eagle fan. I'm so hyped off of that trail alone. Eagle fan is going to be a good year for Netflix. Seriously, they're actually doing a part two. Tanya says Brad Bell just don't care about how viewers feel about the storylines. That's true, Tanya. We've been saying that in this chat for a very long time. That Brad Bell does not give two F's. Yes, Eagle Fang, I am very hyped. I saw that this morning after I got up. I'm with it. Dawn says now I'll just like a 700. Harry says because Brady is a four and we both know he will never be anything more. Uh, I still think that's incorrect, but okay, you're funny. Eagle fan says I betrayed. She's going to help Gregory tomorrow. Well, about goddamn time. Now Jess says Albert Systems a little bit is is a little off, but it's decent. Well, thank you, Jess. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. Thank you. I can respect that. And Alyssa says Brady is definitely a four. Oh, okay. Now Sean says Josh doesn't need another storyline. Trina does, yeah, and yet they bring in Giovanni for some odd reason. Bro, you sitting there talking about how Deanna looks better than some people. You're not exactly in the position to sit there and start telling me about my rating system on any level. Freddie says you called me Eagle. Oh, my bad. My bad, Freddie. And my bad. Yeah, my bad, Freddie. My bad, Eagle Fang. Well, listen, then technically Giovanni should be too young for Justin as well. Yeah, hopefully so, Jonathan. Eagle Fang says, why does she dress up like 80-year-old dress up just like 80-year-old women, but you have Minard, they got them dressed great. You have a bigger budget, Eagle Fang. Perry says Deanna do look better than those women. Okay. You literally the only person that actually agrees with that sentence, but okay. I mean, I know beauty is not eye of the beholder, but goddamn, Kyrie, that's kind of a stretch right there. Well, Alyssa, the good thing about GH is that it's not like Days, and that it doesn't shoot 6 months or whatever in advance, so they can recast them a lot faster than something like on Days of Our Lives. Have a good night, Kyrie. Eagle fans that ever fire some of the over bloated cast, and you can afford these. Yeah. Well, Eagle fans, like I said, they added a new person in, and it's like, what are y'all doing? You don't need that many people. Yeah, it's just we have a better chance of recasting it and correcting storylines a lot faster than days. See why most people don't know who Deanna is. She's a background character. But Kyrie's loves to troll. That's kind of his thing. So let him rock. I talk about my rating systems, or I'm like, bro, come on. Eagle Fang. Somebody else said the same thing. Somebody else said the same thing that he looked like Cam. So I think that's actually very interesting. No, Darby, he just likes to troll. I'm like, bro, come on. You want to sit there and say my list is off, and we just are still sitting there reading um that damn pin comment? Okay, broski. Okay, sure. But they do desperately need to take on some of these characters because I'm like, yo, this is a little bit too much. Oh, we got a new character, Giovanni. He plays the violin. I don't give a Can you actually take care of the characters that you do have? Like seriously, this is insane. Darby says, but your list is awful. Actually, it's not. That's number one, it's not. And number two, what the hell does that actually have to do with Tyrese's list? It is. It's the main characters, Eagle Fang. A lot of reviewers have been saying that they've been saying that for years. Johnson says, do you think Rafe will go to Yes. Yes, I do, Jonathan. It's funny because somebody else said the same thing. I don't think it was you, but somebody else said that um he's gonna go over EJ's head and talk to Paulina. But the thing is, Johnson, he doesn't want another out. Exactly, Becky D. Exactly. And that's true, Darby. And yes, Becky D. That's true. That's why I always knit this sounds like at the end of the day, beauty is in the eye of the beholder. You know, if I say that Diane's a 10, which I gotta had to kind of lower her bar, then that's just my view. But yeah, I can't sit there and put her and Audrey in the same league. So yeah, it's coming out soon. Yeah, you're right. You're right, Mel. Right, they have a part four. You know, to be fair, Mel, I never actually saw the first Beverly Hills Cop. The first Beverly Hills. But that's good, Jonathan. Darby says, "Do I have to keep looking at the end?" I mean, it's Kyrie's world, in his stream. So, I'm just like the only reason why we're not talking about Deanna is because of Kyrie's. I mean, hell, we only talked about Tracy Abbott because of Kyrie's, mostly. Again, I did sit there. Duan, I actually like the Flash movie. I did. I really like the Flash movie. And I know a lot of people didn't like it, but sometimes people take it a little bit too far and they act like if you like the movie, it's a crime. Like, how do you sit there and like this movie? How do you sleep with yourself? What do you think you are? You should be ashamed of yourself. And it's like, God damn, it's not that serious. And anyone that cancels you be like, oh well, you're supporting Asmer Miller or however you pronounce his name. I'm like, bro, it's not that serious. I just went to go see a movie. I went to go see a $15 movie. But yes, Duan, I actually liked it. And Danny says Albert just put town? Just put what? Exactly, dog. It's just a movie. Oh, you just put two videos on your channel. Okay. I will check it out, Danny. W says Dan Albert first address, now Deanna. Darby, you're not too good. You're not too good to not wear a dress. Okay. Martin Lawrence did it, and Tyler Perry did it. But no, it's good, Danny. That's good. I'll check it out. Eagle Fang says, Stephanie, my God, she's out of control with her behavior. Exactly. I hope she wakes up the real Sheila. She needs a lesson in a matter of breaking and entering people's places. Yeah, she just walked up and thank you, Eagle Fang. I said the same thing when I watched. I was like, yo, Stephanie, you doing too much. You doing way too effing much. Jess says no one wants to see Darby in a dress. Well, Jess, have you actually seen Darby's face? Have you actually seen him? So you can't technically say that though. Once it was that movie, The Flash, entertaining. Yes, Duan, for me it was entertaining. I loved it. Yeah, yeah, I actually did. I thought it was actually. I don't agree with her, Darby. Actually, yeah, I enjoyed it, Duan. Well, no, that would actually be a good thing. Putting Melinda back as DA before one up sending her to prison. Darby said, "Let's keep it that way." No, 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 let's not. Let's not. It's for comedic purposes, Darby. Don't listen to Jess. Jess is not steering you in the right direction. No, Jonathan, I didn't. It's too much stuff to sit there and try to watch to try to keep up with watching the weakest link because there's always something else I got to keep up with, and plus I'm not a huge game fan. I'm not a huge game show kind of person anyway. I was only thinking about watching it because of the day's characters, but Right, they actually had it in a library? Doing? Wow, that's interesting. No, Darby, don't. No, no, no. You don't listen to Jess. You listen to me. Darby says this is some kind of weird dress code, Albert. No, it's for comedic purposes, Darby. And like I said, Martin Lawrence won one. You telling me that you better than Martin Lawrence now? Freddie says, I did feel bad for Violet to see her grandpa having trouble with his words. Everybody, yeah, exactly. Um, hmm. Honestly, tell you the truth, this whole episode was just kind of a mess and it was just kind of all over the place. I agree that she's smart, Darby, but this is the time you should be listening to me, not listening to Jess. Okay? Trust me, Darby. I wouldn't steer you in the wrong direction. Uh, no, I don't agree with that. Johnson says, I'm just itching to talk about it because it was fun seeing the cast members compete, and that was the only episode I watched this season. I mean, you can talk about it. I kind of want you to talk about it. This way I know what's going on. I just don't have the time and like honestly tell you the truth, Jonathan, I just finished watching Attack on Titans, the final season. Like literally I just finished watching it last Saturday. Exactly, Eagle Fang. Yes. Because at the end of the day, Sheila Steffi just didn't learn. Okay, she got shot in the alley, she didn't learn. Um that's interesting that it's actually in the library. I enjoyed it. Um um I don't, here's the thing, Jonathan. I don't have that big of an interest for it. Like, I could probably watch it, but like, I just feel like that hour would be spent better on, you know, maybe trying to finish This Is Us. Like I said, I literally just finished watching Attack on Titan. Well, like I said, yeah, and yeah, no, I understand how it sounds, but it's like I could be watching something else that I would have a little more interest watching. Like it's interesting, but it's not that interesting for me. Reminder, what you thought of it? Darby said, who should I listen to? The pretty smart woman? Are you Albert? Well, when you put it that way, under normal circumstances, yes. But in this instance, you should listen to me. Was good to have Lynn. I did. I hope you had a great day also. I can see that, Sean. Alyssa says Luna is pregnant, and yeah, it's most likely going to be Zenda's. You are correct about that. Yeah, the have link. The Carrie he's live streaming tonight at 10 o'clock. It was funny tonight. Yeah, people always sit there and say, "But you use protection." Come on, come on. Acting like people don't get rough during that. Loving in the afternoon stuff. Darby says, "What if Luna is not pregnant and needs a vital organ for her father?" I would appreciate the twist. I would appreciate the twist. That sounds like that would be an interesting story because people. It's almost like they thought that we forgot that at some point we're supposed to be trying to find out who Luna's father is. I remember when that was a thing. Yep, Duan, you actually said that a couple of times. Are you hacked or something? Because I remember you saying that. Yeah, that's true, Jess. Mel says I remember Martin Lawrence being in the movies, Big Mama, Big Mama. Yep, and he was in dress, exactly, Mel. And that's why I'm sitting there thinking Darby should be in a dress for comedic purposes. Darby says, "Why does it always have to be rough with you?" It's in my nature. It's in my nature. I'm just a very dominant person. So I generally have to pick my partners or the women very carefully on their durability. I'll say that much. I mean, Darby, besides, I'm not a nice person. Just you stop it. You stop it. You start. Delmax says maybe in B&B would do the Luna baby reveals similar to the way they did Amber when it was revealed Marcus was the dad and not Liam. Jess, I would just sit there and say, you don't know everything about me. Okay? I have a different side to me, Jess. W says maybe you should wear spandex and a holster top. Susan. uh, slap me around and call me Susan. Remember, Jess, I did have a life before I started doing YouTube. I'll say that much. Plot twist Deacon is the father. I like that Eagle Fang. Darby says, Becky says, I don't know why all these stories have to make everybody have babies right away. Well, you know what? Becky D is interesting because it's like she came to town, she fell in love really fast. Now she's going to be a mom really fast. I mean, so much for character development, right? And I like that. Eagle fan says plot twist Deacon is Luna's father. Darby says, please don't tell us about that life, Robert. Oh no, I'm not. Jess says, yeah, Jess, I think he has a son. He has a son. Freddie says, okay, I'm back, Albert. I made myself some dinner, got a plate of chicken and spaghetti, drinking some lemonade while listening to you read comments. Thank you. Tori, I hope that she's not back full time. I think she's just temporary, but Tori, if Brad Bell actually likes me, he would not make Ivy a full time character. Have a good night, Tanya. It was really great to see you. Hope I get to see you in the next live stream. Jesus Christ, I was actually supposed to go to bed. Well, like usual, that didn't happen. Well, this was fun. Uh, Listen, I do want to thank everyone for joining. This was actually a lot of fun. I appreciate every single one of y'all. I had to wake up kind of early, so I'm gonna end the live stream here. Thank you, thank you, thank you for the new people that came in. For everyone who normally comes in, I appreciate y'all greatly. The doctor says, Albert, who do you think will get shot at? That'd be interesting if it was sunny. I mean, I doubt that, but it'll be interesting if it was sunny. Yes, thank you, Darby. Make sure you hit the like button on the way out because it really does actually help. Have a night, Darby. Have a night, Ed. Have a night, Black One. Have a night, Cherry Ice Cream. Have a night, Alyssa. Have a night, Darby. Have a night, Danny. Have a night, Queen Becky D. Have a night, Queen Jess. Have a good night, Dolomedics. Have a good night, gorgeous Queen Cat Lady. Have a night, Janet. Have a night, Queen Jess. Devlin says, Abba, who do you think will get shot at the wedding? Brooklyn. Oh, it'd be interesting if it was sunny. It'd be interesting if it was sunny. Exactly, Jonathan. Freddie says, hit the like button way out. Good night, Albert. I'm going to stay. I'm going to enjoy the dinner. Thank you. Thank you, Freddie. I appreciate your support always. Oh, Sean says, what if Portia gets shot? Damn. I mean, I think it'd be kind of right on the nose after Curtis got shot. Have a good night, Alyssa. Thank you for joining. Johnson says, join us for another edition of Show Chat without the Bostic. Thank you, my friend. And thank you, Dolomedics. Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much. Really appreciate that. Thank you. Have a good night, Belly Mel, my horror queen. And have a good night to the other Tanya. And Tori, have a good night. And anyone I miss, you know who you are. Have a good night, Anjanetta. Have a good night, Blackmon. Johnson says, what if Sonny gets shot saving someone? I did kind of predict that's how he would actually end his run is by saving someone. Like Michael. Have a good night, Anjanetta. I knew you were still in the chat. I don't have quiet guys in the chat. I guess I wouldn't really know because he's always quiet. And thank you, Jonathan. Yes, good night, everyone. And hit that like button because it really does actually help. Freddie says, Albert, ready for the drama to unravel after yes. That's right, Freddie. We are here for that. We are here for that, my friend. Yes, make sure you hit that like button. And I will see you in the next live stream. Laters.